If you've been following me for a while, you know that I am a big fan of turmeric. I especially love using fresh turmeric in my cooking every day. I know most of you like it as well because my turmeric golden milk, homemade turmeric paste, and turmeric smoothies recipes are amongst the most popular ones on my blog foolproofliving.com. In today's video, I will show you how to make my turmeric ginger tea that I serve with some fresh lemon slices. Honestly guys, throughout the colder winter months, I make a batch of this in the morning and sip on it throughout the day. Now, before I show you how to make it, I have to be honest, there is hardly a recipe here. The ingredients list is pretty simple and made up of fresh turmeric, fresh ginger, lemon slices, water, optional honey, a tiny bit of coconut oil, and a pinch of black pepper. I can almost hear you like, why are we putting coconut oil and black pepper into our tea? Without going into too much detail, here's what you need to know. Research shows that turmeric has many components that are good for our health, but the most well-researched and known active ingredient in turmeric is called curcumin. Curcumin is known to promote the holistic health of the body with its antioxidant, antibacterial, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-inflammatory properties. However, sadly for us, our bodies are unable to absorb curcumin when we consume it just by itself. This is where black pepper comes to our help. One of the active components in black pepper, piperine, is known to help us absorb curcumin when they interact with each other. In other words, a pinch of freshly ground black pepper helps our bodies to take in some of the benefits of this magic golden root. This brings me to why we use coconut oil. If you're thinking about using turmeric in tea recipes like this, you're probably familiar with turmeric golden milk. I shared my version of golden milk recipe a few years ago and it has been a reader favorite ever since. If you look back at the ancient Ayurveda practice, you will see that they make golden milk with a little bit of clarified butter, also known as ghee. The reason for this is because curcumin has poor solubility in water. In other words, in order for us to benefit from its full potential, turmeric needs to come in contact with oil. Therefore, similar to all my other recipes that use turmeric, I added a little bit of oil in my tea here as well. I opted for coconut oil as it is widely available, but if you have access to ghee, feel free to use that instead. Now that we have that out the way, let's go ahead and make a batch of turmeric ginger tea. Start by rinsing your fresh turmeric and ginger. I'm using a 1.5 inch of turmeric and ginger root here, but if yours is a little bit more or a little bit less, it should be fine. You can peel them before chopping, but if you give it a good wash, you should be fine just to skip the peeling process. Chop them up into small pieces and then transfer them into a small saucepan. Add in a few slices of lemon and pour in some filtered water. For this amount of turmeric and ginger, I usually use 4 cups of water, but feel free to adjust it according to your taste buds. Add in a pinch of black pepper and 1/8 of a teaspoon of coconut oil. If you want a little bit of sweetness, add in a bit of honey or maple syrup as well. Bring it to a boil. And as soon as it comes to a boil, strain it through a small medium mash strainer into a cup and garnish with a few lemon slices if you want. That's it. This is truly an easy to make and actually good for you drink that you can make in just about 10 minutes. Before I let you go, here are a few things you need to know. 1. If you're unable to find fresh turmeric or ginger, you can use their dried version as well. For every 1 inch of turmeric or ginger root, I usually use half a teaspoon of its dried version. 2. During the summertime, you can bring this to room temperature and then place it in a jug filled with ice to serve it cold for more like a refreshing turmeric iced tea. 3. Beware that turmeric stains so badly, so don't wear your favorite white jeans or shirt when you're cooking or consuming turmeric. And finally, as it is with everything in life, turmeric should be consumed in small quantities. I'm not a medical professional, so be sure to consult your doctor if you have any health concerns and get advice for your specific situation. If you want the full printable recipe for this turmeric tea, head on over to foolproofliving.com to get this and more similar, healthy, and easy to make turmeric recipes to help you use more of it in your daily cooking. If you make this turmeric ginger tea, be sure to share it on Instagram so that I can see your creations. And if you like this video and learned a thing or two, it would be so helpful if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.